أخي إمام سراج الوهاج أحبك في الله. I love you in the sake of Allah. I just want to make a correction of a verse that you stated.
Yes.
That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send us as ummatan wasata linakuna shuhada'a ala nas. And you mentioned the interpretation or the meaning as balancing or in the middle. I want you to understand that wasatan in the Quran, if we look into it, قال أوسطهم ألم أقل لكم لولا تسبح, mean أعدلهم. So here wasat means adil, justice. And it never meant to be in the middle.
No
so
problem.
we are ummatan wasatan ay udul. Why? لتكونوا شهداء. Shahada, when you give a testimony, you must have adil. In order to give a testimony, you must be adil or
Just,
have
yes.
just.
Translate it so people know.
Okay. So now I made this, hopefully you take it from me.
No, actually, I want to stop you for 1 second, Sheikh. And
Yes,
actually,
sir.
I knew that and accepted that. Actually, what I did, I wasn't giving my own interpretation of that, by the way. This is an interpretation of many people that I read, including Maududi. But I do accept that, Imam, and I did read that, and I do agree with you. And I think one of the things you do know that the Quran is very comprehensive and a lot of shades of meaning. But so you're right, I accept that. Jazakallah khairan.
And just last comment about the suicide and the defend.
Yes.
If you read the Judeo-Christian heritage, you find right there that things that they allow for themselves, but they prohibit it on others. We read in the chapter of, or the book of Judges, the second book of Judges, about a man by the name, we called him Shamshun, Samson. And this man was so powerful, and his power was in his hair. A woman by name Dalila, she anyhow gave him to his enemy. And that man, he made the palace collapse over 3,000 people, and he is among the righteous. This is one thing I want you to know, and that is in the book of Judges.
Beloved, Imam, let me say this to you.
Yes.
I'm very familiar with that, right? But understand what I'm doing and try to understand the context of what I'm saying, right? I'm not talking about, I'm making a general statement. A general statement. Hear carefully what I'm saying. I'm making a very, very general statement, right? And if I had time, I would talk in specifics about different places around the globe. And one of the things I would want to talk about without justifying anything, I would like to talk about conditions that create a person to be so hopeless that may conditions that may result in people doing extreme things. And if that was the context of what I want to talk about, I would do that. I'm talking about something different now, right? First context I'm talking about, in context of here in America, and we got to be very careful about that. In the context of here, we talking about the topic is coexisting. So I don't want to send a signal that, I want to justify this and I want to justify that. I'm not even doing that. I'm not even going that way. So though I understand what you're saying, but believe me, I appreciate exactly what you're saying, and I know exactly where you're coming from, and I do appreciate it.
May Allah bless you. Just last thing, I am done. I am sorry to take. I know that this is haram, and it is not Islamic. Whether to hijack an aeroplane, whether to hit a building, this is un-Islamic, and this is not the way Muslims solve their problems. So I am against that, and I am not with it. But all what I am saying is that our fight today is intellectual.
Yes.
Our fight today is mental.
Yes.
Truth.
Yes.
And falsehood.
Yes.
And we have to show Islam in reality.
Absolutely.
And talk about what's wrong here. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Imam. Thank you very much. I probably have time for one. We actually over time now because I just took the time. Oh yeah. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, I understand that the group here, it's a marvelous program, by the way. I think they did a wonderful job. and they're kind of over their budget. So they need just $2,000. And I'm just going to ask you, just to help them out, really one person could do it, and just one person, I said, I'll do it. Anyone here that say, I'll give the $2,000 for this group? Can one person do that? Yeah? Can? One person? You look like you want to do it. You got that look. Anyone can do $2,000? Just for this. So let me ask you this, but can someone take the responsibility and give it other people and do the $2,000? That's all they want is $2,000 to supplement their budget. They went over the budget. Can anyone do that? Can anyone take the responsibility and get them with some other brothers and sisters and do the 2,000? Allah Akbar. Brother, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So you see him. Raise your hand again. So you see who he is? Asma, you see him? You see him? So let's go get him, right? Brothers and sisters, may Allah bless this conference and bless the organizers. I think they're doing a wonderful job, and bless all of you. And please, brothers and sisters, if I can give you one message in one sentence, I would say to you, be not afraid. Just don't be afraid. Allah is with you. Just be yourself. Just be the good Muslims that you are. And remember, there's no shame in being weak. The shame is remaining weak. Because Allah said, خُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. Everybody is created weak. But don't stay weak. Continue to grow. الْمُؤْمِنُ قَوِيُّ خَيْرٌ وَحَبُّ إِلَى اللَّهِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِ ضَعِيفٌ وَفِي كُلٍّ خَيْرٌ. A strong believer is better and more loved by Allah than a weak believer. But there's good in all of them. Stay strong and stay in the word of the Quran and the words of the Messenger of Allah. Thank you.